Dear students, welcome to this session on indicators. In this session, you will be able to understand the pH titration curves for strong acid against strong base, weak acid against strong base, and strong acid against weak base, and also how to choose a suitable indicator in these types of titrations. So, what are pH titration curves? While doing titration, we will prepare a solution in a conical flask known as analyte solution. This solution is titrated against another solution taken in the burette known as titrant. Okay. Now, after each addition of titrant to the analyte, if we determine the pH of the mixture and if we plot pH taking on y-axis and volume of titrant on x-axis, we will get a curve like this. So this curve is known as pH titration curve. And in this curve, around the equivalence point, we can observe a sharp rise in pH. And the equivalence point lies in the middle of the vertical portion of the curve. The equivalence point is the point at which acid reacts with base in exact stoichiometric ratio. That is, the chemical reaction will come to an end. But the end point is the point where indicator changes its color. Now let us see the pH titration curve for strong acid titrated against strong base. Let us take example hydrochloric acid titrated against sodium hydroxide. So the pH titration curve for this obtained like this. The pH of hydrochloric acid will be very low, and at the beginning after each addition of sodium hydroxide, the pH rises very slowly, and around the equivalence point a sharp rise in the pH is observed and the curve becomes vertical, and after the equivalence point again the pH rises very slowly and the curve becomes almost flat. Now the vertical portion of the curve is observed from pH 3 to pH 11. So in this portion the pH range for color change for indicators methyl orange is 3.2 to 4.4 and for phenolphthalein 8.2 to 10. So either phenolphthalein or methyl orange can be used as indicator in this case of titration. Now let us take the pH titration curve for weak acid against strong base. So acetic acid is taken as weak acid against sodium hydroxide is strong base. So the pH titration curve obtained is as shown here. So initially the pH of acetic acid is very low, and after each addition of sodium hydroxide pH rises very slowly, and around equivalence point sudden rise in pH will be observed. Beyond the equivalence point pH rises very slowly and the curve becomes almost flat. So now the vertical portion of the curve is observed from pH 6 to pH 11, and on this vertical portion only phenolphthalein has pH range of 8.2 to 10. So in this case of titration of acetic acid against sodium hydroxide, only phenolphthalein can be chosen as indicator, which can show the color change at the end point. pH titration curve for strong acid titrated against weak base. Example, hydrochloric acid titrated against ammonium hydroxide. So ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. So HCl is a strong acid, its pH will be low in the beginning. After each addition of ammonium hydroxide, pH gradually increases and around the equivalence point Sudden rise in pH is observed, which is indicated by vertical portion of the curve, and beyond the equivalence point, again pH rises slowly. Now the vertical portion is observed from pH 3 to pH 8. And the pH range for color change for methyl orange and methyl red falls on this vertical portion of the curve. For methyl orange, it is from 3.2 to 4.4, and for methyl red it is 4.4 to 6, which is in between 3 to 8. So in this case of titration, we can use either methyl red as indicator or methyl orange as indicator. So in this way, for any type of titration, with the help of pH titration curve, we can choose a suitable indicator which shows a color change in a definite pH range. So in this session, we have seen what is pH titration curve. It is a plot of pH of a solution against the volume of solution added from the burette. So we have seen the pH titration curves for the titration of strong acid against strong base, weak acid against strong base, and strong acid against weak base. And the equivalence point lies in the middle of the vertical portion of the curve. And a suitable indicator for a given titration is the one which has a pH range that lies on the vertical portion of the titration curve. So with this, I will end this session. Thank you.